after high school, I wanted to be a doctor. And my father said, well, my older brother was a doctor. And he said, one doctor in the family is enough. Besides, he said, what would you do if somebody needs a doctor in the middle of the night? You have to wake up your husband and drag him with you, to attend to this patient. He said it's not, it's not practical. Not practical for a girl to be a doctor. So I said, okay, I'm going to be an engineer. So I enrolled in chemical engineering. So I got my degree in chemical engineering, took my board exam. I doesn't really mean anything now, but I was one of the top 10 out of so many hundreds. But when I came to Canada, it didn't really matter. I mean, in the Philippines, it is very important to have that, license. You can't get a job without a license. Even if you didn't work in an engineering position, you have to have that piece of paper. Yeah. So after I got a job after, and at the Forest Products Research Institute in the University of the Philippines. After a while, I was recruited to join the Department of Agriculture and Forestry. It was a federal government, office. So it was a federal position. So I moved to it was called the Department of Forestry and Agricultural Services. And I worked with them until it was privatized. It was privatized in 1978. And when we became private, they changed the name to Foreign Tech. And I stayed with them until I retired. Yes. I changed my field of specialization completely. I became a microscopist. I became an electron microscopist. I became very skillful in wood identification. I got to learn the microcellular structure of wood. So, and I kept taking courses, and because of my work, I had a lot of publications and giving papers at conferences and all that. I had carved a niche for myself. I became such good at it that I was asked to be expert witness in many cases where, murder cases or theft or whatever, where wood materials were part of the evidence. I would be asked to identify it or do some work on it and then testify at hearings. So sometimes I didn't have to attend hearings. My report would be enough. In 1988, I was invited to be a member of the Society for Canadian Women in Science and Technology. And as a result of that, I think my name was included in a book called Who is Who of Canadian Women. So I was in that book. And I think that's where my name was, when the National Roundtable on the Environment and the Economy was formed, they recruited members from with different backgrounds and experiences. And I believe I represented the visible minority and the forestry field. So I was invited to sit on the National Roundtable on the Environment. I was one of the charter members. We were the very first members. And our first chair was Dr. David Johnson, our Governor General. He was actually the one who called me on the phone and asked if I would be willing to sit on on the National Roundtable.